it's Miss May here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about how I balance my teacher life and my personal home life, because let's face it, as teachers, it is so hard to do. I don't even think just as teachers, I just think in life in general, balancing out personal and work life is so hard. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I have done in the past, what I do now, and how it has helped me. I'm not going to say this is the end all be all. I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying that it could possibly help you, some of these tips, if you are a teacher out there, or if you are a future teacher. These tips could possibly save you some sanity, save you. So I'm going to get started right away and just go into this beast of balancing life and work. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the old Miss May. The old Miss May years ago, from when I very first started and for about a couple years. The old Miss May was the teacher that would get to school an hour before her scheduled time, work all day with the kids, and then stay a couple 2 or 3 hours after the fact once the kids left. So that was the old Miss May, and that's what I used to do, because I thought, oh, if I do this every single day, I'll get it all done and I'll be prepared every single day. And I'm not gonna lie, I was prepared, but I didn't get it all done. And it would bother me, like, why can't I get all of this stuff done? Why can't I get this all completed? And I would just stay and stay and stay late and stay late. And it just became a burden to me. So I would stay late all the time and then get there early all the time. And then I would be constantly answering emails, constantly answering, talking to my parents. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I've always been the teacher who loves communication with her parents. I communicate with my parents all the time. Even if it's a parent that doesn't even respond back, I still communicate anyway. I love communicating with parents because I feel like it's important. But my communication was just like, it was ridiculous, because I was communicating even after work hours. And it wasn't necessary. It was okay to just be like, you know what, they can wait on that. I'll email it tomorrow. I couldn't let that go. So I was always answering my remind texts, always answering my always answering my emails and parent phone calls, because back then I didn't really know about remind. So got there early, stayed late, always answering emails, even when I'm not at school. Let's see, what else did I do? I thought I could grade everything under the sun, because at that time I taught 3rd grade. So I thought I could grade everything, put everything in the grade book, and I can have everything ready, yada, yada, yada. Fail. Y'all, there's no way you can grade it all. You can record it all. There's just no way. There's no way. So, and then the old, and then also the old Miss May would bring stuff home. I would have a tote, okay? I mean a tote. Not like a little cute little tote, but I mean, y'all, a huge tote that I would just stuff in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on this too when I get home. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I was a fool. Okay, I was a fool. I would work all those hours, then I would bring this tote bag back to my house and work on stuff there. So I'm not getting to bed until almost 11 o'clock at night, which is not healthy for a teacher when you have to teach children all day long. Y'all, it was a mess. But I still love my job, but I was burning myself out. So that was the old Miss May. Fast forward some years, and something just clicked for me. Now, I will be honest, because I'm talking about the new Miss May. I'm happily single, okay? I don't have any children, and I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I'm truly, truly happy. But my babies are my niece and my 2 nephews. YouTube is now another baby added on. And my blog is my baby. So I don't go home to kids, but I do have babies that I do spend time with. And so I had to learn how to balance these things with my work life, because my family is very, very important to me. So being able to spend time with my brother and his kids, you know, that means the world to me. Being able to spend time with my friends, that means a lot to me. And you have to be able to play. You have to be able to work hard, but then play hard too, or life's not going to be fun. So I am speaking. So here is the new Miss May. And I'm not saying this is the end all be all, but this is just what has worked for me. Okay, so number one, I would say if you are a teacher or going to be a teacher, set a time, a cutoff time for when you respond to emails and when you respond to remind texts from parents. Because if you start responding after hours and like 6 and 7 o'clock, you know, just to make them happy and cater to them, you're not going to be happy. And I will say, you will get some parents that will abuse it, and they will remind text you at 8 o'clock at night, we can't find, you know, so-and-so's library book in libraries tomorrow. Like, really? I mean, that's not necessary to talk to. So if you have to even put it on silent, put it on silent, but have a set time where you respond to emails and remind texts from your parents. You cut that time off, because guess what? They can wait. I cut mine off after 5 o'clock. It's like after 5, I'm not responding to any parent emails or remind texts, because I have to have me time. So definitely, one, set a time, set boundaries for those emails and those text messages, okay? You have to set those boundaries. 2, definitely use your planning time wisely. Planning time can be a time sometimes where us teachers want to go with our colleagues and just sit and chit chat. And trust me, you definitely need to have those times. But don't make that a habit where it's every single day all you're doing is chatting. Like for me and my team, we may chat for 5 minutes and then we branch off and leave. Some days we may not chat at all. We're just all in our zone. And to me, that is the most crucial time where you can use to answer emails, answer remind texts, call parents, or just make up an anchor chart or something that you need to do to get done, you know, maybe for the next week, or maybe something for later on in the week. So use your planning time wisely. Don't get caught up in talking to people during your planning time. Get caught up in, I need to get some stuff done. So planning time, use that wisely. Another thing that I do is when my kids are branched off and they're working independently, it's an assessment or some type of an assignment where they need to be working independently. You know, I'll use that 5 minutes to maybe tidy up my desk really quick, collect some papers and put them maybe in my tote bag, because, you know, I'm thinking maybe I'll correct those papers later on, you know, in the evening or in a couple of days, whatever. But use that time. And I'm not saying don't spend, 30 minutes organizing yourself. That's too long. But give yourself 5 minutes. I don't see nothing wrong with letting kids sit down somewhere and work. You know, as teachers, we feel like we always have to be in their face and always have to be talking to them and always have to, how in the world can these children learn to be independent if they don't know how to sit down and just work? So use that 5 minutes. Just give yourself 5 minutes. Because sometimes, I'm going to tell you what Miss May does. Sometimes when my kids are working, I may go to my guided table, pull out a chart, and I'm busting out an anchor chart that I need to make real quick. For time wisely, take 5 minutes, here and there. You have little increments where you can use them, use those increments. Take that time to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Next, I would also say, let me think here. What does the new me do? Okay, so the new me, this is what I do, is I choose 1 or 2 days now where I either come in early or I stay late. It's not both, and it's not every single day of the week. It's going to be one. And that's where I, really dig down deep and figure out, okay, what anchor charts do I need for the next week? What do I need for material wise for the next week? Just jot that stuff down and then start shaking and moving and making things happen. Use that time wisely. Don't stay late every day. Don't go in early every day. And please don't bring a tote bag home every single day unless it's something that you truly want to do. Now me, sometimes I don't mind looking at papers while I'm watching a little TV. I don't mind that. But there's other times where I don't want to take anything home. I want to leave that stuff at work, and I want to come home and I want to work on my YouTube, and I want to work on my Teachers Pay Teachers. Or I just want to sit and watch Netflix and Hulu and be good. So you have to do what's good for you, because there are times too where, like, when I leave school, I'm going straight to my brother's house to spend time with him and my niece and my nephews, and that's what I want to do. Or I'm meeting a friend after work and we're going out to dinner. That's what I want to do, and leave my work at work, because I'm going to tell you guys, it doesn't all get done. It doesn't. And if you are getting it all done, there is something that's not being done well. Nobody can get it all done and it all be done well. It doesn't happen like that. Don't feel bad, teachers, if you don't get an assignment graded. If you throw an assignment away that, you know what, it's okay. I am telling you, it's okay. Nobody's gonna know what you recycle. I've done it. I've done it. I've done those things. I still do those things. If there is something that kids have done and I cannot get to it to correct it, or it just didn't work like I thought it would work, I ball it up and I throw it in the recycling bin, and guess what? I'm okay with that. Now the old Miss May, oh, I would have been trying to figure out, stressing myself out. How am I going to get this done? How am I going to get this done? How am I going to do this? Oh, I'm going to stay late. No, throw it away. If you're not going to grade it, throw it away. Okay? Don't beat yourself up for not getting something done, for not a lesson to be done correctly, for an anchor chart not being made right how you want it to be. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay to let an email wait till the next day. It's okay for a remind text to wait until the next day. It's okay. It's okay to leave the stuff at the door. Because trust me, it doesn't get all done. You're not a better teacher just because you stay late every single day. Or because you get to work early every single day. I used to know a teacher that would get mad because a teacher would leave when the bell rung at 3:30 because she wasn't staying late and she was. And would get mad. Are you kidding me? How in the world can you get mad at somebody because they're leaving when the bell rings? Technically 3:30 at that time. You are free to go. So if she chose to use her time wisely during the day, what's wrong with that? So don't let anybody make you think too, if you're leaving when the bell rings and your kids are gone and you're leaving to go home or go spend some time with family or go out to dinner, bye. Enjoy. Don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, you're doing the wrong thing. Because I'm going to tell you, you go crazy if you think you're going to stay late. Come in early. Bring your tote bag home every day full of stuff that you know you're not going to look at everything. Don't do it, guys. Don't. That's how I balance it out. I learned to leave it there. And you know what? If it doesn't get done, guess what? It doesn't get done. Just be prepared for the week. Be prepared for the week. And whatever you get to, you get to. Whatever you don't get to, you just don't get to it. It's okay. And that's how I'm able to do YouTube, Teachers Pay Teachers, spend time with my family, and spend time with my friends. Because I learned to let it go. Just be led by grace, my friends. Be led by grace. It's okay to not be perfect. I know sometimes we think we have to get it all done, but guess what? We can't, and it's okay. We can't. Okay? So I hope these tips helped you guys. I hope they helped you. I hope you could take one or two from them. From this video, I hope you could take something from it, but I'm just being real with you guys. It doesn't all get done, and it doesn't happen. And it's okay to throw things away. It's okay to throw stuff away and recycle it. Nobody knows. I mean, really, nobody knows but you. Okay? All right, guys. I hope see you sometime this week for another video. I'm going to start a classroom management series because classroom management is my thing. I feel like I've been told. So I want to share my thoughts and my suggestions to you. So be on the lookout for the first video sometime next week. And until then, guys, as always, hugs and many blessings to you all. Bye.